Welcome to this episode of C4 Sports, and I'm C4, your host. Last week was another crazy week. Like, how did the Ravens' backup quarterback, who has not started all season, go up and down the field on the Bears? I don't know who to blame. Was it coaching? Was it the players? To me, it was a mixture of both. You can claim injuries, but we're talking about a backup quarterback who hasn't played all season. This is the type of week it was. There were some predictables, but there were also some head scratchers. Like, how does the $100 million man, Kirk Cousins, lose to the Dolphins? I know you came off the bench, but you're supposed to be a professional. The Dolphins are a dysfunctional team, and plus you were at home. That is a must win. This week starts off with an intriguing matchup between the Ravens and the Dolphins. The Dolphins are at home after a good win against the Falcons. Is Lamar playing is the question. If Lamar is playing, I'll take the Ravens. If not, I don't expect the Dolphins, no matter how dysfunctional they are, to do a Bears and lose to a backup quarterback. So, if Lamar is playing, I'll take the Ravens. If he doesn't, Dolphins win. Sunday, the Falcons have a chance to prove that last week's loss was due to Penix not playing when they play the Patriots. The Patriots are an improving and impressive team. I expect a good game if Penix is healthy. I'll still take the Patriots though. I'll take the Patriots by 3. The Falcons have to prove that they are for real this season and not just a game on the schedule. Next, the Chargers get a chance to get healthy on the Titans. The Titans are the nature of struggling, and the Chargers need to get as much distance on the Chiefs as they can get. The Chiefs are coming, and they are closer than they appear in your mirror. The Chargers better not lose this one. I'm taking the Chargers by 7. Next, there is the Bears and the Bengals. The Bengals are hurt in all the key places, quarterback and defense. The Bears' defense resembled the Bengals' defense last week when they played the Ravens. They played so bad on defense that I almost grabbed a paper bag in order to disassociate myself from them. I know that the Bears' offense is in its infancy, but it looks like Caleb's progress is going backwards. He doesn't know how to chop the opponent into pieces consistently. At this point, opponents should be falling by a death of 1,000 cuts. He doesn't understand this, and I put this on coaching. Instead of trying to coach out something that is natural to him, make him consciously understand that there are coaches' plays and there are his plays, and that the only way he can get to his plays is by executing the coach's plays to perfection. In Ben Johnson's offense, it is a death of 1,000 cuts. Just have Caleb understand the difference, and he should be almost unstoppable. He has all the tools. It is direction and communication that he is missing. When the Colts play the Steelers, I expect a brawl. The Steelers can't lose this game. Everyone is counting them out, even though they're leading the division. The Colts are on some type of roll though. The Colts only have one loss this season, but they're going to have to fight to win this one. I expect the Steelers to load the box on Jonathan Taylor and force Daniel Jones to beat them. I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to take the Steelers by 3. The 49ers will attempt to get the MAC back on track when they face the Giants. The Giants are coming down from their Jackson Dart high, and the 49ers need this win to keep pace in the division. I'm going to take the hard-hitting 49ers in this one. Jackson needs to purchase some of those butt pads from last week because the 49ers are going to hit him from every direction. Good luck, young man. 49ers by 7. The Broncos and the Texans will probably be the game of the week. The Broncos just beat the dust off the Cowboys. And the Texans, they just won last week against the 49ers. The Texans need this game more. So I'll take the Texans by 3. The next game is the Vikings and the Lions. J.J. McCarthy is back. So what? I'll take the Lions by 2 touchdowns. The Lions are still replacing the teeth that they lost last week in KC. I'll take the Lions by 2 touchdowns. In the last of the early morning matchups is the Panthers and the Packers. The Packers are fresh off a shellacking of the Steelers, and the Panthers are 500 on the season. Just because I want the Packers to lose, I'm going with the Panthers. I would not suggest anyone follow me with this pick. This is sentimental, not intellectual. Panthers by 3. Well, we knew we had to have one, and here it is. The weekly bad versus worst matchup. This will be the Jaguars and the Raiders. I know that the Jaguars have a winning record, but they are the Jaguars. And until they keep a winning record, they will not have one. I absolutely will stay away from this one. The next game is the Saints and the Rams. We all expect the Rams to walk away with this one. This is why you should halt those thoughts. The Rams always lose to teams that they should beat by 2 touchdowns. But I'm going to stick with the crowd. I'm going to take the Rams by 7. The Chiefs and the Bills is looked at as the game of the week, but I don't think so. The Bills have yet to prove that they can even beat the Chiefs. Plus, the Bills are having a tough go at it this season, even though they're 5-2. If the Bills are going to make a serious move, it has to be now. I don't think so, but it's probable. The Chiefs are in catch-up mode for once, and they need that feather out you. Chiefs by 7. The last game Sunday is the Seahawks and the Commanders. The Commanders' quarterback is supposed to be back. Who knows? But the Seahawks could care less. They're coming for flesh. Seahawks by 7. Sam Darnold is playing great. In the Seahawks defense, they will hit you. The last game this week is the Cardinals and the Cowboys. This would be considered another bad versus worst matchup if we were not talking about the Cowboys. This should be a good game, but I would not bet my worst enemy's money on this one. Stay away. In other news, the Toronto Blue Jays are showing the Dodgers why they belong in the World Series. The Blue Jays roster is loaded with hitting. And I'm going to tell you like I told a neighbor, any team that can beat the Yankees in a playoff series is worth having a healthy fear of. Toronto in 6. And as I said before, I don't watch the NBA till about Christmas. I may tune in and out, but there's no analyzing of the play or the players. The game has changed so much for an old school basketball fan like myself that I can barely watch it. This new NBA is too soft for me. This is why there's no competition for Jokic. The big man and contact has been extinct for about 10 years. Not interested. Thank you for joining me for another episode of C4 Sports. And remember to not only like this show, but to leave your comments so that I can mention you in later shows, giving you the pub that you deserve. C4 Sports, where we blow up together.